Hey y'all. Hi. How's everybody doing? Hey replay crew, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Check and make sure you're subscribed and the notification button is on. It's good to see everybody. I have been not on the YouTubes very much the last couple of days. So I am hoping that we have been quiet and drama free, but I know that there's probably no way that that's actually going on. So I'm curious if y'all know anything that's going on. Oh, darn it. Susie's live. I didn't mean to go on up against her. I don't like it when that happens. So, yesterday was 4th of July, and we had quite a lovely, that's adorable. You caught the beginning, not the end, MLH? That's so lovely to have you guys here. Drama free is an adorable idea, Cricket. I would love drama free. I'm finding, even though I'm not paying much attention, there still seems to be a little bit of drama knocking on my back door, trying to come after me. But I think that we will just stay here over in Switzerland and not pick a side. Is everybody ready for book club on Sunday? Did everybody have a great holiday? What'd you guys do? Did you set up all your fireworks, or did you not? Or did you decide not to? Guys are so cute. Decide not to light dollar bills on fire, which is fine. I think fireworks are amazing. I light dollar bills on fire all the time at the 4th of July. I love fireworks. We just didn't do any this year. So that was yesterday. The kids came over. We made pizzas in the pizza oven, and that was a nice, lovely time. You did plenty on the 4th, but none of it had to do with the 4th. MLH, you need some time off. Of course, your neighborhood sounded like a war zone. Indeed. Mine, when I went to sleep, mine was still going pop, pop, poppy, pop. What time did you go to bed, Mom?
1:00, and they just quit.
Mom went to bed at 1:00 and they had just quit. Fireworks are illegal here, so of course the neighborhood sounded like Walmart. Hilarious. Right, MLH? I took some time off work for the holiday, and what am I doing? I'm working at home with my mom. It's nuts. Just nuts. But you should, I mean, it's kind of important. At least that's what they say. Peons like us don't get to take much time off. So today we went through the living room and sorted things into things to get rid of and things to keep, and so on and so forth. And that went well. We're making up a new floor plan to reorganize the house so that I can have a streaming corner. Constantly doing something. Well, If that makes you happy, man, then do that. Makes you happy, do that. I can hear you asking me that question in your voice, MLH. What's time off, Carrie Ann? What's time off? I can hear you in your own voice saying that. Tonality and everything. So we got a bunch of stuff to send off to Goodwill. So after I get done with y'all, I'm going to cart the things down to the local Goodwill drop off point, and we'll have that many more boxes of stuff that I don't need or want out of the house, which will be excellent. We are doing a lot of thinning, going through, getting rid of. It is a lot of work. You spent some time with your mom today. You did some tree cutting for her, but you had to wait for stepdad to leave because he worries. You do it every year. I understand that a little bit, Cricket. I understand that. MLH, you're going to. I know, I remember you saying you're going to Vegas in October. That's really exciting. Maybe it'd be great if you could meet up with Pup Groomer if she's in Vegas during that time. It's a nice time to go to Vegas, October rather than July. Sounds kind of excellent. Sounds kind of excellent. What kind of trees do you help her cut, Cricket? I got the impression they were fruit trees, but I'm just realizing you didn't say that. You just said tree cutting, so I was thinking pruning. But oh, that's excellent, MLH. That's excellent. Cricket, I was thinking pruning, but you could have meant with like a chainsaw and shit.
Okay. Nope. I think that's enough. Give it to me.
What?
Leave it. You don't want him to get a sick stomach.
Oh, he can chew on it.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, guys. Mom's here. She was worried about the dog. You girls are going to Seneca Falls, New York in August? That sounds like a beautiful time to go, Cricket. That sounds like a beautiful time to go. Remind me where you live again? You're on the East Coast, right? I'm remembering that correctly. I think that after I stop at the Goodwill, I need to stop at the dispensary. I think my disposable pen is running out. I also think this is going to be a short stream today, y'all. You getting some munchies, Mom?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Is that okay?
Yeah, you're fine. Mom's getting some munchies, y'all. One eastern redbud needed dead branches removed, and another was growing towards wires. Oh, towards wires is bad. You're in Massachusetts, so New York will be beautiful. That sounds a beautiful trip, Cricket. I don't have much travel planned. I was thinking about going home to Minnesota for the state fair this summer, but now I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. We'll see. I should have bought tickets when tickets were cheap. Now I think the prices are going up little by little. little by little. MLH, are you just going to Cricket Cinema says, "Hey Mom, thank you for Carrie Ann." She says you're welcome. Go to Vegas in October. I won't be able to go to Vegas in October, MLH. I got school starting in October, and I'm doing my teaching practicum in October, starting in October. I can't possibly go to Vegas in October. It would be fun, but I can't possibly go. I would love that. Yeah. I'm really sorry. That would be a lot of fun. I would really enjoy that. But there's just no way this year. I mean, even in a different year, I could, I could miss a class and catch up on the homework, but for the practicum, I can't really miss. It's unfortunate. Eastern redbud.
Oh, those are pretty.
Oh, Mom says Eastern redbuds are really pretty, Cricket.
Yeah, she knows.
She also says that they're really pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, welcome in. We are just having a quiet until I start coughing. A quiet and laid back afternoon, and I'd like to welcome you in. What has been going on? What else? We figured out a couple of different places where my desk could go so I can get my streaming set up. I know you do, MLH. Quiet and laid back is cool. Women's Rights National Historical Park is at Seneca Falls, where the early suffrage movement met. Also, it's the last week of August, and women got the right to vote on August 26th, also your birthday. Cricket. Very cool. That sounds like an amazing, amazing trip. Also, Mom says you're a Leo, which you probably also knew. I kind of tend to attract Leos, so that's somewhat not surprising. I do make it quiet and laid back in here, don't I? You wouldn't think that from my astrological signs, but I managed to do it, apparently. At least you all seem to think so. Cricket, I'm sure they have events and stuff there that year. They have events in like a carnival, town fair, town days, recognition. Does it have something happen in town to commemorate August 26th in Seneca Falls? Virgo. They
Yep.
say they're a Virgo.
Yeah.
Yep, you are.
I made a mistake.
Mom made a mistake.
changes on the 21st.
Barely a Virgo.
Yeah, barely.
Barely a Virgo.
Because it changes the 21st of every month. Roundabout.
Yes, it's roundabout. That's the roundabout is what gets me messed up sometimes on the date.
Now, who's the 21st? She's the 26th. That I should know that.
Moms are allowed to make mistakes. I'll allow her some mistakes. Oh, hell no. How are you? You usually, okay, now I'm missing you, Cricket. We usually wrestle up things like that once we arrive, yes? Oh, the festival kind of thing? You find that once you arrive? Okay. I think that's what you're saying. That makes sense. That makes sense. I would just assume, since it's Seneca Falls, and you're right, I should have known when you said Seneca Falls, but it didn't even click.
First Women's Convention.
First Women's Convention, my mom says. I would think there would be some sort of recognition.
Oh,
you
Camilla,
you hadn't thought about that part, the August 26th thing.
Kamala Harris.
Okay. Kamala Harris?
She ought to be there.
My mom thinks Kamala Harris should be there. Except we don't talk politics on this channel.
Oh, sorry. I'm not on the channel.
Mom says they're not on the channel.
I said I would shut up.
You did. That's working well.
Yep.
That's working well.
Mm-hmm.
Puppers, you 71 subs? That is so great, hell no. That is so excellent. Congratulations. Isn't it fun when that happens? I had a video I did blow up early on and it gained me a ton of subs. And it was just like, it was, I don't know, it was like 300 hours of views. And, you know, it gave me like 300 subs. It was proportionally what you're talking about at the time. I'm still losing them, MLH. You learn politics from a feminist, so it's right up your alley? Okay, Cricket, that's good. My mom taught politics from a feminist. So. I'm glad you're finally gaining subs again, MLH. I am very glad. And hell no, I wasn't. 71 subs is amazing, and I hope it keeps going. You spent the day watching it thinking, holy heck, that means I have to get up off my bed and actually do content regularly. Exactly. It's a kick in the pants, isn't it? It's such a kick in the pants. It's so much fun to have happen. Paulo! Hola, ¿cómo está? It's so good to see you. As always. What was the video about that you had go viral? That's so exciting. Wonderful. I will have to go look. I'm assuming. Oh, thank you, Paolo. Thank you. Collateral damage. Uh-huh. Yeah. That about covers it. Paolo, you are always so sweet. Thank you, thank you. 65,000 views. Wow, MLH. Isn't it fun when it happens? It's a lot of fun. And keep waiting for that to happen again. It's a lot of fun. Okay, guys, so this is the first Minnesota goodbye because we still got a lot of work. I want to try and get to the Goodwill and get all these things dropped off so we can start loading the car up again. So we'll start the first Minnesota goodbye now. That way, the timing should go about right. And maybe people will show up sooner. That's what I need to do. Because that's the thing, Mom. You know when people show up?
Mhm.
The third Minnesota goodbye. That's when people show up. That sounds like an excellent video, Collateral Damage. I think that's a lot of what's going on, and it sure would be nice. Sure would be nice if the collateral damage. Okay, you take care, MLH. We will see you later. Working on it. Working on it. Hell no, your name is Sin, right? Remind me, because I am not remembering and I feel terrible that I'm not remembering. Cricket, I'm going to be so excited to hear what you find out about what's going on in Seneca Falls on the 26th. There's got to be something going on, I would imagine. Everybody is taking the weekend off. I think that is excellent. I think that is excellent. Oh, did you guys see any of the conversation between Natalie and Reese today? I only caught a little tiny bit of it, but they seem to be bonding like anybody's business. It was the loveliest conversation. They both talked about losing their husbands, and they both talked about being with men older than them by more than a few years. There's so much they share, and Natalie is so recently widowed. It was a really lovely conversation to listen to. So if you haven't had a chance, I highly recommend you bop on over after we're done here. You bop on over to Natalie or Reese's channel and take a listen. Okay, good, Cricket. Good. I hope so too. I hope so too. It felt like a really empowering conversation the two of them were having. I am looking forward to getting the chance to go back and listen more in detail. Yeah. I couldn't see much. She was live at the same time. Speaking of which, Brain Fog isn't here. She was live at the same time Brain Fog was live, and so I was trying to watch both streams at once. You know, guys, you know when people say how do they watch more than one stream at a how do they moderate more than one stream at a time? You know how you do that? You have a telephone and you have an iPad and maybe then you also have a computer. That is how you can watch more than, and then you might have a TV too. You can watch more than one stream at a time. It is, and even moderate them. Hi, Susan. I am so sorry I thank you, Chica. How are you? How are you guys doing? Welcome in. It's so nice to see you from Susie's place. I felt terrible for going live the same time as Susie, but it's so nice for y'all to come over here. How is Susie? What did she have to say? Chica, how are you? Thank you for your email. It was much appreciated. And I'm a little late, Susan. Indeed, I am. They were making the interesting point again about how a lot of us never-ends have trauma, so we understand certain things. Yes, that is an interesting one, Cricket. It is your mama's 70th birthday today? Well, feliz cumpleaños. Oh, got it, Susan. Feliz cumpleaños, chica. That's so exciting. My mom's sitting over here. You've missed her antics. Now she said she's going to be quiet. But she was up and commenting here for a minute. Yes, Raiders, thank you for coming in. Mom is here and visiting, so this is going to be... Thank you, Chica. Thank you. It sounds like a wonderful fiesta. Wonderful fiesta. Cubana Chica says hi. Hola, Mom. Mom says, that's what Mom says. Susan P says hi, Mom. Mom says this. You feeling that edible yet?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I gotta quit eating these.
Oh, is that why you're snacking? No face. Hey, sweetie. Oh, good, Chica. I'm so glad. That's wonderful. That's so exciting. So you can join us and have read the chapters this week. That's wonderful. No face, I am thrilled when you show up because you bring the drinks, man. You bring the drinks. What are you pouring today, No Face? Orion, what are you doing?
Hey, here. He's fine.
Are you fine, Orion? So I was looking around the room. You guys have just got a disembodied head. Maybe that looks a little better. You'll stick to rum. You do not like to mix your drinks. Okay, Chica. We have all the rum for you. We'll get some rum in the house tonight too. We had to make rumaritas last night because all we had was rum. We didn't have any tequila. Orion's over there watching Mom because she's got the crackers. You gonna come see me? Come here. Come on. Hey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Come on up.
You don't have crackers.
Hi. Brian, how are you? How did your poetry reading go this afternoon? I'm sorry I couldn't watch. Mom is here and we have been working on the house. But look at who we've got for a moment. For just a moment. Look at that snout, y'all. Is that some snout? It went good. I'm so glad. You've been dying for your absinthe. You had a dachshund when you were young. If he saw my dad eating cheese, he would sit on his hind legs and drool so badly there would be a puddle on the floor. That is hilarious. He did give you a look. He seems awfully tired this evening. I'm not sure what that's about. Low energy right now. Low energy. Quiet boy. I can see it. Come here. You want to come here? No, you don't want to come here. He wants to lay on my lap. He wants nothing of it. So I mentioned Reese and Natalie's live. That was excellent. What else did I see that was excellent? Yes, plenty of us will be hitting the replay. That's for sure. No face. Just make the order, man. The supply, the funds are in the account. They should deliver on account. They've been paid and up to date. Thank you, Susan. I've missed you guys too. Your neighbor has a long-haired dachshund named Chocolate. He is one that barks at everything. Every time you walk to the store, he's like outside and he's yep. That would be a dachshund. Orion barks whenever anybody that's not me comes in the house, and if it's somebody that's me comes in the house, he barks. He barks all the time. On the other hand, I'm not sure that one of the things one doesn't get a dog for is for barking. So, $4.20? Okay, we'll break out the $4.20. We all missed MLH. He was here. We missed getting to do the $4.20 with him, but he was here for a little while. It was nice to see him. and chill out some with him. I'm not sure why the bar would be low. Big Chief, how are you doing, man? You just missed MLH. But it is, nevertheless, it is as always nice to see you. Nice to hear you come in. Apparently, there's been some confusion between the liquor supplier and our ordering. You're much more good looking, Big Chief. Okay, I'll take you then. You're welcome either way. Exactly, Susan. Exactly. You guys are funny. So, did everybody have a nice 4th? I had the kids over and they brought the dogs. That was a little complicated for reasons having to do with they have a new dog who's a puppy who's overly enthusiastic, shall we say, and they don't know if they trust her with Orion. So, did she this morning? Chow Yun Smut did a live this morning, Cricket? Seriously. Oh, you mean last night, right, Cricket? Because it's last night for me, not this morning. I will watch it. I will watch it. I usually watch her first thing in the morning, but I've had a few other things on my plate. Chow overslept. I see, Brian. You're gonna. Now y'all want the receipts, huh? Now y'all want the receipts. Y'all gonna be like that. Now you want receipts. It was all good. It was all good. That is hilarious, Brian. Did she really? I will have to watch. I did not notice the time. I did not notice the time on the timestamp on the video when I look at it. You stole all the spirits in your tip jar? Okay, go check the cellar, no face. Lisa, sweetie, I have been thinking about you, but every time I think about you, I've been away from my phone, and then Mom got here. So I hope you know that I have been thinking and worried about you. I hope you're doing well. It was morning there. Exactly, Cricket. Exactly. It was probably early morning. Unlike us on the West Coast. Yeah. 3 a.m., huh? Something like that. Robert! Well, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much, Robert. Robert's a new member. He's a bud. Nope, not a word yet, Chica. Don't want to talk about it. Let me check really quick. Hold on. Any word yet? No, no word yet. You renewed it just now? Thank you, Robert. Whether you renewed it or not, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. That means really a lot to me. That means really a lot to me. I hope everyone had a great 4th. It was, like I was saying, the dogs, it was a bit of a situation with the dogs, but we managed it. We had pizzas in the pizza oven. That's always fun. The pizzas were excellent, right, Mom?
Yep.
Pizzas were excellent. Pizzas were really good. It is, I'll tell you what, this is one of the best things about this house is that pizza oven. Yeah? It's one of the funnest things about the house, let's say that. Dip Me in Glitter, we had it was all make your own pizza. So we have a pizza oven in the backyard and we get I mean really we should make our own pizza crust, but we've surveyed all the pizza crusts and Trader Joe's has excellent pre-made pizza crust. So we get the pizza crusts and heat up the pizza oven and we get sausage and pepperoni and salami and a couple different kinds of cheeses and peppers and onions and olives, all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Yeah, they are really good, Dip Me in Glitter. But we've got a wood-fired pizza oven in the backyard. So it makes it really a lot of fun. Leave the dogs to themselves and they were sort out the pecking order. I I think things could be better handled, Chica, but they're not my dogs. So I'm I'm deferring to their wishes because they get to make the choices. So, even when you're not working, you're up early, Cricket. I am not, although menopause has made it a little better. Um, I have never really been an early riser. But I think now that I regularly get enough sleep, and that I get good sleep at night, I think that makes a difference. And so I wake up more refreshed earlier in the morning rather than having to sleep until 10 or 11 to feel like I get rested when I went to bed at 10 or 11. So it's much better. It's much better than it was. It's still, sleep still takes more time than I wish it did out of my life, but it's better than it was. So we had the pizzas. And then Mom and I have made a plan of attack for the house. And have some ideas of how we're going to organize things. And we've got, I think I've said this, we've got the minivan loaded up with things to go to the Goodwill. So after I'm done with the live, that's what I'll do. I'll take off to the Goodwill and get this load dropped off. So we have um more space to take things to Goodwill tomorrow. That's what we need to do. More space to take things to Goodwill tomorrow. I think it's time for a Xenu Marlene, y'all. And it's time for that second Minnesota goodbye. It is a good feeling, Chica, and it is grossly overdue in this house. You doing okay over there, Mom?
Yep.
Okay.
I kind of want to take a nap.
Well, I think the edible has hit.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go take a nap?
Yeah, I think I better do that.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
I'll just keep going. Tickle nose. Tickle nose. It is a good feeling. Yes. I will take the things to the Goodwill, Mom.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get one of the kids to help you.
Yeah. You have to take a medication that has a side effect of improved sleep. That's excellent, Cricket. Some of my medications have that as a side effect as well. And it has been amazing the difference. Orion, come here. Come on. Come on. Good boy. I was wondering where you were, brain fog. I was wondering where you were. Mom just went to lay down. Probably means that we can extend this second Minnesota goodbye a little bit longer. I'm not sure if if Soda's gonna want to come over this direction, though, brain fog. We will just have to see if he wants to come this direction. How was your Oh, what did Susie have to say again? I think somebody told me. Oh, she was talking about trauma. Orion. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about time or checking anybody. I was gonna, hey, leave it. Orion. Orion. Off. Off. Out. Out. Mom left things on the side table. And so he I don't remember seeing a cartoon. She was talking about that too. Lisa, excellent. I'm so glad that it was successful and that she is recovering well. Okay, Robert, thank you. You're really the best. I'm really glad she's recovering well. Yeah. All of it's out. That is a relief. That is a relief that they could get all of it out. Thank goodness gracious. Indeed, Chica, what a weight off. Throw ones in the chat for Lisa. Thank you. Thank goodness, Lisa. Thank goodness. I'm really glad. There you go, Chica. Right, Glitter? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We can do that. And we can see you, Marlene, all at the same time. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome. How are you doing, though? How are you doing? Are you hanging in there? We had to turn the air on, you guys. It's so hot outside. Yeah, it's got to be hard for you, Lisa. I can't imagine. Blueberry, strawberry, and ice in a blender. Pour, then top with a light layer of vanilla syrup. No face, you have the most amazing. I just got it, Robert. I just got it. It's her 5th time. Phew. Oh my goodness, Lisa. That can't be fun at all, doing that over and over again. Purple dragon, blueberry, strawberry, and ice in a blender. Yeah. Purple. Pour, then top with a light layer of vanilla syrup. Yeah, but where's the. You're still in flare up setback land. Nothing but rest. Flare up setback land is the worst place to be, Lisa. Yep, hugs and sending more ones your way. If you take it without did No Face have a headache, brain fog? No Face, did you have a headache? You guys are so kind. Yeah. Yeah, you wonder if I was coughing or laughing. I was doing both. No Face. No Face, you crack me the fuck up, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Rubbing alcohol for the soul. That is funny. That is funny. Your mom is a veteran fighter. I'm sorry, No Face. It's not fun when the brain hurts. Even when it's a no brain, it's not fun when it hurts. he says my gig's the moonlighting gig, brain fog. A yummy ouchie. Exactly. No Face, did you ever talk to Cricket about her offer? Mom and I got a lot done today, guys. We've got 10 or 12 boxes of stuff out to go to the Goodwill. So we'll get that to the Goodwill this evening. And then, hold on a second. Okay. You want to do which, Rain Fog? I totally got distracted by people getting home unexpectedly. Oh, cleaning out stuff. I'm unbelievably grateful to my mother for coming out and um coming out and helping me as much as she is. Oh yeah, 10 or 12 and we're just getting started. This is thinning, we're thin. I am a pack rat and I was in a 3,000 square foot house and we downsized to a 2,000 square foot house. So found things you forgot you had. Yeah, I've been doing that. If I forgot I had it, I apparently don't need it. Unless I love it, in which case we can try again, but something else has got to go. So we've got a lot to go through. We've got a lot to go through in a not in a not quick amount of in a not long amount of time. So we will see how much we can get to. Yeah. There's a lot. It feels very overwhelming. It's stuff that I'm not good at. Thank you, Dip Me. Thank you. It's not my strong suit, which is part of the reason Mom is here to help me figure out how things will work. So part of the reason yeah, that's an excellent rule, Chica. Take a toy to Goodwill for every new one that came in. Mm-hmm. That's an excellent rule. I should have kept to that rule. I'm just sort of done being a pack rat, so it is what it is. And here we go. But we gotta thin we gotta thin. Badly needs thinning. So hopefully we'll get through the majority of the house. You been there, Glitter? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Christina, I if if my kids, there are a few things that I'm holding on to for the younger kids. But if the older kids um want stuff, they need to take it. I'm holding on to a few big nice things for the younger kids. It's only fair, but I can't continue to hold on to things for the kids. So it's going to the Goodwill. I'll give it to the Veterans of America. I'll give it to disabled veterans. I'll find me a place I'll give it to. Your husband is finally clear of the dengue. Hallelujah, Chica. I am so glad. No, they would not want the mess. And I need to focus on that brain fog. You are right. Moving sucks, Glitter. It sucks. The sentiment is really very hard. It's really very hard. I am giving away things that have specific memories attached to them. Um, and I can only hope and in some cases it's probably an empty hope that they will have such happy memories for somebody else. It really does hurt, Christina. Yes, indeed, it does. It is a hard process, and that is another reason that I asked my mom here. When you cleaned out your mom's house, it put it in perspective. That's what you try to do. That's a good point, brain fog, and I haven't had to do that like that. Not in the same way. Um your sister finally made you understand that if it is a box, what do you mean if it's a box? Or if it's in a box, Chica, the sediment needs to be put aside? Oh, no face. No face. You put it in perspective. If it's in a box. That made sense now. The sentiment needs to be put aside. That's a good point, Chica. Um, I can make some, and I picked and chose. I don't need to keep every single piece. I don't, because some of them aren't even. I mean, I am not a hoarder, but I am a pack rat. I am a pack rat, and so there is a lot that I have. And it's all in boxes. So, I mean, what it comes down to for brain fog, with what brain fog is saying, is my kids would take one look at it and just cart it all off. They would just be done. And so I need to go through and I need to be strong and I need to pick and curate the things that I want. And yes, you are so strong, No Face. There is this little hanging angel out of crystals. The angel is made out of crystals that are glued together, and then there's gold mylar wings attached to the back of the angel to make it look like it's flying. And then there's a hook that attaches to a holder that's like an ornament holder. And she's like a kissing angel or something like that. She's a cute little angel. And so, and I remember getting that for my grandma when she was in the hospital. I remember specifically getting it for her. I remember getting it for her. I remember giving it to her. I remember her getting better. Right? And it's in a box. And I don't have a place for it. I don't have a place for it. So what am I to do? But to tell you guys the story about this little angel hanging off an ornament holder that I bought from my grandma 20 years ago. It would be pretty hanging in a window reflecting the sun, but I've got so many things that I can't even, I have to pick through those. Yeah, didn't mean glitter. Exactly. Take picture, write story, save story, and picture. Brain fog. Why, Linda dear, that never even occurred to me to take a fucking picture. Never even fucking occurred to me to take the damn picture. I got, well, I'm not unpacking all the boxes that are already in the car to go to the Goodwill. I'm not unpacking those boxes to take pictures. It is an excellent idea. Ah, Christina, that is excellent. Do I need this? But someone suggested, can I live without it? Ooh. That one's excellent too. Mom is going to be sorry that she had to go take a nap. Oh, I'm not sure if my kids would find it interesting. But maybe they would. My kid, it's not that we don't necessarily pass that information on. In my experience, it's that they're not interested. They are not interested. It's like it doesn't matter to them. They're not interested. And I'm not sure what that's about. Um, would be my words. They would like that when I'm gone. Yeah, you're right. I will do that going forward. I will do that going forward. I'm not going to unpack every box. It's I said my goodbyes to that. Um I told you guys the story. It somehow makes it better. The interest comes as they get older. You just keep asking odd questions out of the blue. Interesting, Chica. It could go with a picture of my grandma. Yes, it could, Cricket. It could. She is the clever one, No Face. I agree. Very much the clever one. Very much the clever one. Okay, guys, so we're winding up into the third goodbye here. Have each one tell a story. Yeah. And I can have the pictures, and then I can curate the pictures and pick which things to have pictures of that are most important. Yeah, that is a nice way. That is a nice way to do it. That is for sure. Oh, Christina. I'm so sorry, dear. Those are those are the kinds of questions moms like me should know to write down, Christina. Those would be amazing questions to hear somebody who's gone through something like that, because you've had to make your questions so much more, they're probably so much more fraught. It's got to be really hard so young. I mean, my sister was 23 or 24 when my dad died. I think that's so young. Christina, that's so young to lose your mom. I'm so very sorry. Your nephew is only now taking an interest in the family history. He's 32. Okay. Well, I suppose, I mean, to be fair, white grape juice triple sec with a kiwi slice. Ooh, that sounds good, No Face. White grape juice triple sec. Mmm. Hi, Kristen. I saw parts of Reese and Natalie's live. Wasn't it excellent? Kristen, you showed up after the third Minnesota goodbye. You guys. Pardon me. There should be an award for the first person who shows up after I announce the third Minnesota goodbye, don't you think? We should make that a daily a daily event. The first person who shows up after the third Minnesota goodbye gets an award. I am sure, like the little I saw was amazing, just really amazing. And I was only listening with half an ear. Just a second, y'all. I just realized we weren't plugged in. Um, and that would have not gone well for any of us. The little I saw of it, and I was only listening with one ear, was really, really, really amazing. I I can't wait to give it my full attention. I am really looking forward to it. They sounded like they were really bonding deeply. Um, there was so much emotion I heard in both of their voices. It sounded phenomenal. It sounded phenomenal. Yes. You need to watch the replay so you can actually watch it. Ah, dip me in glitter. Reese and Natalie. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa. I think I know what's going on. It's brain fog's fault. It brain fog was on at the same time, so I was over modding for her and didn't realize Reese and Natalie had gone live. Not that I would have done anything had I had. Not that I'm complaining in the least. Um, and then it was time to get to work. It was over 2,000 in there. Wow. Wow. It's still all Aaron's fault. It's still all Aaron's fault. 2,000 people in a live? Is that the combined number, Glitter? Is that the number combined from both of their channels? That's amazing. Well, we're not careful. Let's not be talking too much about whose fault anything is. This is Switzerland, y'all. Just in Natalie's live. Wow. Wowza. That's amazing. You think it was only on Natalie's channel? Oh, it wasn't broadcast on Reese's too? That could be. They could have only put it on one channel. Wow. 2,500 people. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The two of them are as much of a super duo as Reese and Tommy are, but in a completely different yet related way. Of course, related because Reese is half of the both duos, but um like it's about caring, but it's about caring and fun in a different way. The next one will be at Reese's house. Okay, that makes sense. That's a fair way to do it. That's always a fair way to do it. It's an excellent way to do it. Just trade places, trade houses every once and so often. So I hear I need to watch Crickets Live from this morning, and I need to watch Oh Hell No's conversation with DJ Nico, and I need to watch what else do I need to watch? Kristen, I have never been in that Discord. I don't know how to get there. I wouldn't know it. I wouldn't know it if it bit me in the ass. I don't know. Does anybody know how to get into that Discord? I don't care to go traipsing around in the sewers. It is not my preference if I can in any way avoid it. Yeah. And keep your sewer boats on. Tap your heels together 3 times. There you go. You do not, Susan. Yeah, honestly, Kristen, I have no idea how to get in there. Really, none. I think I did have an idea how to get in there at one time, but that was way back in the day before it turned into um an alleged poop hole. You highly recommend not learning? Yeah, not my circus nor my monkeys. Exactly. I don't need I don't need to adopt any monkeys. I don't need a traveling circus. I'm trying to get rid of monkeys. Don't need to take on other people's monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Indeed. You're only in the deep waters of Discord for the otters. Took about 3 weeks to get the basics down. It's very confusing in there. I do not like it. Well, don't go dredging, Kristen. Um, I don't necessarily think the Dianetics book in itself is harmful, Cricket. You think you finally aged out of technology? I feel that way a little bit, brain fog. I feel that way a little bit. Um, you have a three-legged dog, he's enough of a circus. Yeah, I got 4 kids and a husband and a dog and 2 cats and a house that I'm trying to fit 3,000 square feet into 2,000 square feet. It is a lot. So, no more for the circus. So, Cricket, back to your question about the Dianetics book. I don't think it's like dangerous to read, I don't think. I think it's just pretty self-helpy stuff in Dianetics. Um, I have heard Aaron say that it is unwise for people to try to go in to centers as like bait or to find out what it's like or to go undercover because it's too it's it can be too easy to get turned. It can be too easy to get brainwashed is what I understood him to say. I can't give you a reference on that. So I could be wrong, but I think I remember him saying that. Officially, you're a heathen? Okay, heathens are welcome here. Windy City? Okay. Okay. Do we do Dianetics for a few book club rounds? I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, Red isn't here to keep the books up. So if somebody wants to volunteer to tell Red to add that to the book list, there is a channel that's reading it. Of course, you can say, Susan. Robert, enjoy your dinner, man. See you next time. Thanks for becoming a member. We can watch Taz Talks animated series instead of the tube. Season 5 came out today. Put on the closed captions to understand, starring your otter buddies. Okay, Lisa, we will look for Taz Talks animated otters. Taz Talks animated otters. You have a raccoon named Becky Entertainment. You can buy it, Chica, you could buy it at a second-hand store. Yes, I've heard you can read it on your own and don't go in. Dianetics only sounds fun for about 30 seconds. Yeah. Miss Kim is reading. Oh, that's right. Miss Kim is reading it on Sundays. What are you guys arguing over there? I want to find Lisa's Otter series. Just a second. Taz Talks. By J.J. Tao, Lisa? Yes, exactly. Dip me in glitter. I said that. Miss Kim is reading it on Sundays. Sorry, guys. I never get. Oh, dad jokes. Okay. Stinkiest shoe than read Dianetics. Okay, Dawn. Well, I guess we're not doing it for book club then. I guess we're not doing it for book club. Is it hard to understand, Susan? Lisa, is it the JJ Tao? Is that the channel? You guys are so funny. Yes, I'm okay, Cricket. I was just thinking that I was only going to go for an hour, but I think it's hilarious that everybody shows up at the third at the third Minnesota goodbye. It looks like there's a lot of content on that channel, Chica. You ready for winter, Kristen? Yeah, Cricket, I'm okay. I'm just amused that it takes YouTube so long to send out the notifications, I think. That must be what it is. It can't be my magical third Minnesota goodbyes, but the timing that I do isn't consistent, so I don't know what it is. It's pretty funny. Based on the real life rescue otters in Van Aquarium. You don't remember Dianetics making much sense when you looked at pages in the book as a kid? Interesting, Dawn. I was an advanced reader too as a kid. I don't remember not being able to read. Like, I don't remember learning to read. It was like I just knew how to read. I don't remember learning it. It is the strangest feeling because I am certain you thought it was a diet book. I remember thinking that too, brain fog. Oh, what, Robert? What do you want to tell me? You don't remember learning to read? Exactly, Dawn. You were looking out your window, and in 5 minutes. Oh, so nice, Robert. So nice. The most I can hope. And an eagle and a beaver? That's amazing. That has meaning? Does that have meaning? I have a sense that it might have meaning. A deer, an eagle, and a beaver. Where are we talking about starving anyone? It means it was a lucky beaver. Okay, Robert. Oh, that the eagle didn't eat him. Wow. Dawn, I learned by sight reading. I just learned by sight reading. I don't was long before phonics. I was 4 in 1971. Lucky that the eagle didn't eat him. I didn't think about the beaver being the right size food for an eagle. I um clearly have not lived in the country for a while. Didn't even occur to me. I love um beavers are always portrayed in such amazing ways. There isn't a portrayal of a beaver that I don't like. You were born in 1970. Yeah, just a few years after me. They actually used it in the school you attended. Oh, interesting. So I'm not that much older than you. You think the electric company starting you reading? I'm pretty sure it was Sesame Street that started me reading. I am pretty sure. And I suppose they do use phonics. That never really connected much. You're not, Dawn. I was born in 67. Yeah, I'm not. I think it's cool, Lisa. And I think it was a lucky beaver. And I'm glad the beaver is lucky. Exactly. I'm glad the beaver is lucky. We're really close in age, Dawn. Oh, remember following over her shoulder. No carnage today. Thank goodness we had another quiet. No, we're exactly the same age, brain fog. I knew that. I could have told you that. You're way too elder Gen X. Um, us shoulder Gen X or boomers. Dick and Jane. Yes, we had some Dick and Jane books in the house when I was growing up. Those could have been it too. But I don't remember it. I don't remember a time when it didn't make sense. I don't remember trying to figure it out. So I assume that it happened earlier than early memories are formed, is kind of what I'm thinking. I have seen Dick and Jane grow up. Tom and Betty? Yes, exactly. We need more boomer content. We need more boomer representation, Kristen. I don't know that the YouTube's, well, it's interesting. Used to think that beavers lived under your bed, so you always had to check before you put your legs down in case chomp. Wow. No, we don't what, brain fog? Need more, we don't need more boomer content? Papa Cat is guilty. You're an official boomer, Cricket? Yeah, I was going to say, my audience, you guys, we need to wrap it up. I've gone way past my time for today. But what I was going to say is that's totally what the um the statistics say. Um Boomers are like 19 1947 to 1965, 1967. Well, I can see where you're coming from, Janelle. How are you doing? You're the last boomers, 1963? Yeah, you're definitely a boomer. So that's what my statistics say is everybody here is my age, maybe 45 and up. But not many of you younger ones. Any of you younger than 35? Yes, they are an economic group, Janelle. They're not just an age group. You're not wrong. And Gen Xers are invisible, brain fog. You thought you were 45, apparently you're 47. Well, we're in the same ballpark, give or take 5 years. I've always heard Gen X. Muchiro is the baby of our group, Chica. Muchiro is the baby of our group. I've heard it lots of different. I've heard it from all the way from 64 to 67. You boom on the clock times in real life. Your parents weren't veterans, so you're neither a boomer nor an Xer. There's a sliver of us in here called Generation Jones. Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting, Janelle. I will have to look into that. It says that it is. Let me look, Cricket, and then I really do need to go. Um, 80% female, 0% user specified. Um, you look on each side and try to keep up with everybody else. Yeah, I'm not a boomer either. I'm not a boomer either. Definitely not. But my parents were not necessarily boomers either. Um Even though they're born full boomer, they're not quite. No post-war economic benefit, no training in computers, you have none. Yeah. Like keeping up with the Joneses. Yes, Kristen. That makes a lot of sense, Janelle. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, guys. We're going to have a new contest. And the first person to come in after the third Minnesota goodbye gets a prize. Not sure yet what the prize is, But the first person who comes in after the third Minnesota goodbye gets a prize. You wish you were Gen X? It is really hard being as continually flexible and adaptive as Gen X needs to be to accommodate all of the differences between the boomers and everybody else. It is Gen X is difficult. Okay, y'all. Thanks for having me. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Kristen? Yeah. Well, we're the last ones who came home when the street lights went on. We're the last ones. We're the last ones who played outside. We're the last ones who only had 3 channels. So, yeah, I keep talking. That's why it's the fourth Minnesota goodbye. Thanks, y'all, for coming. Talk to you later. Bye bye.